I've been doing so much walking, my feet hurt. They don't hurt so bad, but I have to soak them at night. Yeah, I'm getting old. If I could go back in time, I'd tell myself to wear good footwear. I'd also kill baby Hitler. I'm going hiking again today. I went hiking yesterday, and I'm going hiking again on Friday. I've been doing a lot of hiking lately. And I don't usually bring you with me when I go hiking, because when I'm hiking I'm with friends, and when I'm making videos I'm just with you. So on days when I go hiking, I don't go out for breakfast. I make toast and fruit at home. Make toast with this old griddle we brought back from Canada. Make this really thick toast. Ooh, look at that. And I'm getting low on peanut butter. Yeah, so I realized that I hadn't made a hiking video this season of Bob's Utopia. And here we are on episode 19 already. So I'm going to try to include some hiking footage in this video, because hiking is actually one of the main things I do in Taiwan. When the tiger is not in the mountain, the monkey is king. And I've noticed there's two kinds of hikers, because I've been hiking with friends. There are hikers who think hiking is a difficult walk. They do it for the exercise. And there are hikers who think it's a small adventure. And they do it to get so far off the beaten path that sometimes there isn't a path. I actually like to do both. And my step count so far this year is off the charts. If I walk this much all the time, I'd have a couple of legs like tree trunks. But the weather's perfect. Wintering in Kaohsiung is the perfect time to hike in the mountains and walk around and think philosophical thoughts. Let's do that again today. And we're going to start at the new train station. You should see this place. It's awesome. Finally almost finished. And I'm a firm believer in doing something for yourself today that your tomorrow self will thank you for. I've been living with a much deeper relationship with reality lately, being very conscious of the decisions I make, what I eat, what I drink, how much exercise I get, all that stuff. The basics, back to basics. And I like to do 30-day challenges, and I'm not really qualified to give suggestions to my audience, but I think it's a really great thing to try to break your habits. Recently I gave up caffeine, and it's very challenging to give up things like drinking booze or drinking coffee. I mean, we have special places just to drink those things. It's so ingrained in our society. And I gave up coffee just for 16 days. Not because I think coffee's bad for me, just because coffee had its hold on me. So I thought I'd try to wean myself off coffee. And it was actually quite hard. If you've ever done it, you probably realize that you get a bit of a dull headache for a couple of days after you quit coffee. But after that, you don't need it at all. I might or might not go back to it, I don't know. And this year I've decided I'm not going to try any harder. I'm actually going to try softer. I'm I'm going to take an easier approach to life. Kind of live it as it comes. Be in the moment. Because depression is what you get when you think about the past, and anxiety is what you get when you think about the future. So you don't really have peace in the present. I've been procrastinating about making this video. I was making 2 videos a week when I first got here, and I didn't realize how much time that was taking. And then I decided to do 1 video a week. But I might do no videos a week for a while and just live. Because if you're going to procrastinate, you should be doing something that you like to do while you procrastinate. Here's an example of a good 30-day challenge. Use up everything that's in your freezer in the next 30 days. Get rid of that stuff. Use it. Don't just keep it. In my case, that'll be very easy because I don't cook at home, so I have virtually nothing in my freezer. Got half a bag of frozen dumplings. I can do it. Here we are at the newly opened train station. I remember when I first came to Kaohsiung back in 2017 or 18, that there's a huge road that went straight through here, went over the tracks. And they'd actually moved this old station down that way a little bit. They had it on big rails and they moved it back. It's nice to see all the improvements when I come back every year. Things are happening in Kaohsiung. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's laying down at the station. A problem. Are people coming here and laying down? So many rules. God. You know, I've been in Taiwan now for almost 3 months, and there's not much I miss about Canada. I kind of miss cooking. Not that I cook very much. I'm more of a barbecuer than a cooker. But I do like to have omelets from time to time. Some people think the only reason I eat omelets is it gives me an excuse to cut the cheese. But it's not true. I don't need an excuse. I'm at the station waiting to meet my hiking friends. We like to take the train. Slow living. Kind of like this video. Slow video. And I understand that Taiwan finally got rid of the rule that you should stand on the right and climb on the left. I really pity these escalators. The right hand side takes all the weight. But like everything, that's changing. When I first got to Taiwan, people wouldn't queue up for the bus. That's amazing when you think about it now. How different it used to be. And I've been wondering what this thing is. Looks like some kind of multimedia ball. Probably has some kind of light show. We really like light shows in Taiwan. Of course, it could be something completely different. I've just made a fool of myself again for my ignorance. I mean, if you look over here, this is old Taiwan. And then you look at this thing. I mean, what is it? Leave your comments in the space below. Bob wants to know what it is. And I've been watching the Taiwanese. They're good at hanging around. which I like because I'm good at hanging around too. But they're also good at something that I'm not good at all.
扶梯将加速，请紧握扶手，站稳踏阶。
Yeah,
加
whatever.
速滑好好勢，加強好勢。
The Taiwanese are good at. Would you shut up? I'm trying to make a video here. The Taiwanese are good at one thing that I'm not good at all, and that's browsing. If browsing was an Olympic sport, Chinese Taipei would win the gold. There are so many pop-up markets every weekend. And they're all pretty much the same. Food and arts and crafts. Two things I like, but I don't really like browsing them. I just like eating them or making them. Sometimes buying them. And my feet hurt. I've been doing so much walking. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself as a young man to wear good footwear. Wear any kind of footwear. We're walking on hard surfaces. And I'd kill Hitler. Baby Hitler. I'd also invest in the stock market.
This is wild.